Hey guys, how's it going? It is Ross, and I'm going to be showing you how I play Pokemon without any sight whatsoever. Now, I know I have videos way back on when I first started my YouTube channel on how I play Pokemon, but it was more of a Let's Play. I didn't actually explain in detail how I play Pokemon. And so today I'm going to be playing Pokemon Black, and I'm just going to be starting the game from the beginning. You should be able to see it on your screens. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. If so, then this video won't be going up. But basically I chose Black because I haven't played it in a while, so I feel like it would be the best game for me to simulate learning a new game from the beginning. And I'm only gonna cover like the first two towns or whatever. Nothing big. I would do like Pokemon X and Y because I barely remember those games at all. But I don't have a capture card, so I have to use emulator. This is the easiest way I could do it. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into it. So, we're here on the main menu screen, and now most people know that the not the menu screen, the intro is always the professor talking to you, and I know that as well. But let's say I didn't know that. I have my handy text walkthrough right here, and so I usually go to this website called Thonky. It's kind of a weird name, but because I found that they're the most descriptive, and so here you can see like all the instructions. But like I said, it's just a professor talking to you where you choose your gender and your name. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to name myself a bunch of random letters. Otherwise, I'd usually have a friend name me in my actual name. But yeah, I'm just going to fast forward through all of this because we got a lot to cover and I don't want to make this too long of a video. So I'm just going to make my name. Okay. Let me close my Twitter client. Let's see. My bad, guys. There we go. So we have the little intro, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Okay. So, let's read the tutorial. Oops. Okay, so now according to the tutorial, I know that obviously I'm about to pick my starter Pokemon. And I'm sorry guys if the like all the resolution and everything isn't the best. It's not really the point of this video, so I hope you guys don't mind too much. I'm mainly just trying to keep the game full screen. Anyway, so I know a bunch of people are talking to me, and I know a lot of people may ask me, how do you know what they're saying? Well, I really don't. I could use my phone to like scan the text, but I don't really play Pokemon for the story, as do a lot of people. But anyway, so the music just changed, and so that's how I know that obviously something's going on. And from the tutorial, I can guess, oh, my rival's probably talking to me. And so I'm just going to skip through all of that. Okay, so now I need to find my starters, or I guess find where the starters are so I can actually pick them. Well, sorry for the long pause. I had to gather my thoughts. Well, basically, you would imagine that there's probably a lot of bumping around. Well, yeah, the bump sound is the biggest reason I'm able to play Pokemon because it lets me know if I'm hitting a wall or not. So I'm just going to start exploring. I think I remember it being down a bit, and I basically just mash A, and so I know I found something, but it doesn't seem like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's the starters. Let's see. No. Oh, maybe. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so now it's, how do I know which Pokemon is which? Like, let's say I'm playing this from the very beginning. There's no way I would know which Pokemon is which. Well, a lot of the times I could just check from the tutorial. So it said Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. Well, that also happens to be the order that they are in. A lot of text tutorials are really nice about that, so I often don't have to worry about which Pokemon I'm picking. And a lot of the times, you can hear what type the Pokemon is in its cry, if that makes any sense. So, like, for example, Tepig straight up sounds like a pig, and his name is Tepig. So I'm like, okay, well that's obviously the fire type, and so now I either have the water type or the grass type. And it's a lot of process of elimination, as you can see. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick Tepig. Not obviously. I honestly don't like any of the starters of this generation, to be completely honest. But that's neither here nor there. I think it asked me if I want to nickname it. Okay. So now it automatically puts me into a battle with Cheren, I don't know. But as if someone was playing this for the very first time, they may be confused about what was going on. But since I've been playing Pokemon literally since I was born, I obviously know I'm in a battle. I can tell this by them throwing out their Pokemon, and I can hear their Pokemon on the right side, and I can hear my Pokemon on the left side. And I know that I'm on Tackle. But you may be wondering, how do I know what move is which? Well, it's pretty easy to tell from the beginning of the game, because a lot of the moves are very basic. But I can also tell who's attacking first because of the way the sound pans. So I could tell that Snivy attacked first because the Tackle sound was on the left. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it this time. Okay, well, that time he used Leer, but it's the same thing. You heard my stats drop on the left side. So that's why I usually play Pokemon with headphones, but even without headphones, you can play this game easily. So I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of it. And there's just a lot of obvious indicators that indicates what's what, like the experience sound. Like, that's so obvious that if you don't know that's experience, well, you shouldn't be playing this game. So I'm just going to fast forward the rest of this dialogue. Oh, I forgot that I had to battle Bianca? Yeah. Just going to fast forward through this as well. I should probably cut out this whole part, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be more fluid this way. And obviously I just leveled up. Okay. So, fun little fact. The way I usually tell if I'm out of dialogue is by pressing the start menu, because it makes that sound. So, now I have no idea where I am. Well, according to the walkthrough, I'm in my room. Okay, so now I have to go to the lab. Well, first I gotta make my way downstairs because I think I'm still upstairs. And I do know that most staircases are kind of like, parallel. Or are usually in the corners of rooms. So that's what I usually do, is look for corners. And obviously, every Pokemon game, your mom talks to you. So I know my mom's talking to me. Cool. Hi. That sound, obviously I know she healed me. I know I was given something. A lot of these sounds are the same over pretty much every single generation of Pokemon. And that sound, I know I just went outside. A lot of cutscenes like that I don't really care about because that's not why I play the games. And now I have to make my way to the lab. And I did see that the tutorial said if you walk into Bianca's house, she'll be having an argument with her father. And this is important because let's say I find the lab and I walk in and a cutscene plays. I know that maybe I'm in Bianca's house instead of the lab, because usually when you go into a lab, the music changes. So I believe I remember where the lab is in this game, but I believe. So usually what I do is like when I'm winning a new town, I just walk all over the place like I am right now. And I usually try to trace the outlines of buildings, and I keep bumping into a wall, so I don't think this is a building. So regardless, I'm just going to walk back up here. I believe the lab is at the top left-hand corner, and usually if the tutorial doesn't say where the lab is, I look up like on Bulbapedia, and it'll tell you where each building is in the map. Like it'll say, oh, this building's in the northeast corner, this building's in the northwest corner of the town, etc. Let's see. I'm not going to do all this from memory because, like I said, I kind of forget. So let me see what I'm supposed to do. Okay. So, it told me to go to the lab. I think, isn't someone blocking the lab? Maybe not. I wonder if I'm supposed to go to Bianca's house first. Yeah, I know that if I go up here, someone's stopping me from going to the route. So maybe I do have to. I keep holding the B button thinking that I'm able to run, but yeah, I probably have to go to Bianca's house first. So I guess I gotta find that. Is this it? Nope, this is probably my house because no cutscene played. Let's see. Where is another house? I usually walk around and block-ish, like a grid-like form, because that's usually the shape of the houses. Here's the house. It's probably my house again. Oh, no, it's not. It's the cutscene. Yeah, because I just heard the exclamation point. So I'm just going to skip all of that. Cool. Now we should be able to go to the professor's house. A lot of bumping, I know. Is that a sign, maybe? No? Oh, wait. No? Okay. Where do I go? Like I said, this is all part of the experience. This is actually how I learn new maps, just by walking around like this. And I think it's good that you guys are able to... Okay, there we go. I knew I had to talk to someone. I was probably just doing it from the wrong angle, maybe. Anyway, the music changed so I know I'm in the lab. But gonna skip all the dialogue because it doesn't matter. She asked me if I want to name my Pokemon. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, okay, no. She was asking me a question. Okay. Okay, cool. So now the tutorial says that you need to go, stupid D-pad. I got stuck in here. Well, I'm not sure if it's a D-pad or if I was moved around. Shouldn't be too hard to get out of here. Let's see. Where am I? There we go. I think I was moved around. Anyway, more dialogue, a lot of dialogue at the beginning of the game. But yeah, the tutorial says that now I have to do the whole tutorial on how to catch Pokemon, and I know that I've kind of explored all parts of the map. So obviously, process of elimination, like I mentioned before, northeast side would be the most likely part. Thankfully, Pokemon, especially the older games, are more grid-like, which make it even easier to navigate. Music changed. Obviously, I know I'm on another route, or another area at least. catching Pokemon. I know that that's a Patrat or Patrat because the tutorial says so. So if I were starting this game from the very beginning, I didn't know its cries. That's one cry down out of however many hundred. Alright. Now let's see. Okay. So some tutorials, this is a pretty old tutorial, so maybe that's why it's not as specific, but a lot of tutorials say like head north or head east. So, but for the process of elimination, I can guess that since it exited, the route started from the northern side of the town, that I had to keep going north because the beginning routes are usually the most linear. And I don't know if you guys heard that, but when you walk in grass, you can tell you're in grass. This was an addition starting in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So that has been something very useful for all blind Pokemon players, including myself. So I'm just going to make my way north. Someone talking? Nope, I'm just walking really slow. Do I have the running shoes now? I forget. Maybe. Wow, I've made it through all the grass. Cool. Okay, now I know that they're going to be talking to me. Oops. Was I supposed to say yes to that? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. And now I know I'm in another town. And the first thing I always try to do in a new town is try to find the Pokemon Center. Thankfully, the kind of way the towns go in Pokemon is that you usually get more and more complex. So I know that this one won't be too hard to find. Let's see. I believe I know where it is. I think it's like... I like the music here. Do I have to talk? Yeah, I remember. She was blocking Pokemon Center. Is that it? Okay, cool. What? What do you want? Do I need to heal my Pokemon or something? What do you want? No. Leave me alone. Okay, is that it? Okay. Oh, so many cutscenes. Okay. So I would say that pretty much concludes the basics on how I play Pokemon. There's other more specific things, like how do I know which move is which, but like I said, process of elimination. You know, if it's an electric type attack, it'll sound like an electric type attack. But whenever my Pokemon is usually learning a new move, I often look up their moveset and think to myself, okay, like, he's leveled up this many times, he's probably at this level. Or sometimes I just pull out my phone and read the text on the screen with my camera. So there's a lot of different ways I can do that. And then as the areas get more and more complex, it's just a matter of following the instructions to a T. And eventually, yeah, like I end up memorizing the entire region this way because I have to memorize each map. And so you just keep adding them together like a puzzle until the whole thing is kind of like visually in my mind. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys want to see other kinds of videos like this, or just if you have any other requests, feel free to hit me up in the comments or on Twitter, and I will get back to you. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.